let's take the Hunter 350 out for a quick spin, and I'm going to tell you everything that I like about it, and if there's anything I don't. I'm going to make this quick and painless as possible. Let's go over everything I like about the bike. I've had the bike for now 227 miles on the clock right there. I don't know if you can see that. And I gotta say, I love this little bike. I love this little bike. I love this little bike. Let me tell you why. This bike is fun. It is nimble. It's relatively quick. It's only got 20 horsepower, but it is absolutely quick enough. I mean, it reminds me of being a kid and riding a dirt bike again. And part of that is because it's got a really severe rake to the front wheel. So it's real nimble, unlike my Indian Scout, as you know, which is 150 pounds heavier. Got more of a cruiser setup, obviously. The wheel is raked out further. This bike has the new Harris suspension designed specifically for this bike, which Royal Enfield acquired from them here a while back. They own Harris suspension now, which is pretty freaking awesome. They make race frames for bikes. That's gonna mean something, obviously, to how this bike feels. It's really good on gas. Gets about 80 miles to the gallon, supposedly. I haven't really been keeping track super well yet. I will update you more as that moves forward and let you know what I know about that. The insurance on this bike is incredibly cheap. I'm paying $18 a month for this bike. The bike itself is incredibly cheap. This bike out the door only cost me $5,100. Woohoo! Which I think is absolutely stellar. The fit and finish, the paint on this bike is absolutely beautiful. This is the dapper gray color. Got black cast wheels I love. No spoked wheels, so you don't have to worry about, you know, getting a flat on a spoke. You got to change a tube and stuff like that. You can put a plug in it, at least get you to go get it repaired. I'm not recommending to ride on that long term. I probably have, but I'm not going to recommend it. Has a really cool exhaust note. That's one thing that made me choose the Hunter over the other bikes in the 350 lineup from Royal Enfield. The exhaust note sounds cool. It's a little bit poppity, a little more than the others. It has that classic Royal Enfield sound, but it also has a little bit of a dirt bike-y feel and sound to it, which I absolutely love. Reminds me a little bit of my Honda XR75 when I was a kid. It's just fun to ride, okay? Why do we ride motorcycles? We ride them because they're fun. At least that's why we're supposed to ride them. Some people ride them just to impress people and to try to look cool. But we should be riding them because we love them, right? Not just to impress somebody. We should be riding them because they're fun. The seat on this bike, incredibly comfortable. There's actually a kind of a flatter seat that Royal Enfield makes that I'm probably going to get for this just because I like the looks of it. Parts for these bikes are incredibly cheap. The seat that I want is $150. The seat that I just put on my Indian here a while back, $500 essentially.
Oh,
that is nuts. I mean, you could buy a pair of handlebars for these things for like $20. It's amazing, seriously. I like the tachometer. I like that it's mostly analog with a little digital. It's got a fuel gauge, which is really nice, and a fuel low indicator. It tells you what gear you're in. That's a huge jump. My old Honda Rebel 300, it didn't have a fuel gauge or a gear indicator. So man, you had to set your odometer, watch when you're about at 100 miles, and then go get some gas, or you could be in trouble down the way. It's got fork tubes, fork gators. I really like that. That's usually an extra on bikes. Usually if you want those, you gotta take the forks off and add them, and it's already on there, which I think is awesome. I love the color, the paint job, the finish of this bike is absolutely beautiful. This bike is easy to maintain. You can do the work yourself. Speaking of maintain, it's got a 3-year unlimited mile factory warranty. Yes, you heard me, 3 years. You could literally drive across the world, and if you did it in 3 years and this thing breaks down on you because of something that's failed, obviously, Royal Enfield's gonna fix it for you. The brakes are plenty adequate. They do the job. It's got anti-lock brakes that come standard, by the way, which I think is super awesome. Just the looks of the bike is really cool. I love the looks of this bike. Gets a lot of looks, has a little bit of a retro flair. It's got a little bit of attitude, you know? It's got a little bit of rebelliousness to it. It's kind of the little rebellious brother to, like, say the Classic or the Meteor 350 or something. It's just so easy to ride. I can't emphasize that enough. It literally feels to me like riding an old dirt bike, or riding, maybe, I don't want to compare it to an electric bicycle. I'm just talking about easeability, all right? You're gonna be able to get up in the morning, jump on this thing, not even have to think about it, go out the door. It practically rides itself. I'm here to tell you, it's so easy and fun to ride. Comes with foot pegs for your passenger. There's plenty of room on the back seat for your passenger to sit as well. Things that I don't like. I'll give you a really quick rundown. We're just gonna make this a quick ride so we don't bore you. The grips. Most Royal Enfields come with grips that look like these. They're just very boring and plain, and I don't like them, and I'm gonna change them. It's gonna literally cost me like 20 bucks to fix that. The other thing is, on one of the side panels, there was a little rubber grommet that helps keep the panel on. That was missing. Probably fell off somewhere when somebody was opening up the panel to, you know, put in the toolkit or something. I don't know. Whoop-de-doo. I put some electrical tape around it, and it works absolutely fine. I will get the grommet. It's probably gonna cost me, what, $1? The mirrors aren't the best. At lower speeds, they're okay. They get a little bit jumpity at certain speeds. They're a little too narrow for me. I got kind of broad shoulders, and I'm just gonna get the bar end mirrors and stick those on here and call it good, man. I want those anyways because I love the way they look. They look freaking super, super cool. What else? I mean, I'm stretching for things. I'm absolutely stretching for things that I don't like, but that's pretty much it, man. That's what I love about the bike. There's nothing really to complain about. I love this little machine. Love this little machine. Love this little machine. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna kind of wrap this up and tell you guys thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. A lot more content coming up on Royal Enfield and the Hunter 350 and a bunch of their other bikes as well, because I freaking love Royal Enfield.